Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is the Mermail Master coming at you from the Team Time Riders YouTube channel, and today we have a deck profile from Foddy here, and he's going to be showcasing you the Subterror deck, which you saw in the duel video from earlier. It's a very, very strong deck right now, and we think it could be the best TCG exclusive. So, is there anything that you want to say before?
This isn't Noble Knights. I have that deck.
Let's do it.
All right, so obviously you gotta start with the Subterror Behemoth. So 3 of the level 9 and 3 of the level 7. Level 9, when you flip it, you discard a Subterror and draw 2. It's good for putting them in the drop zone to special summon them back, or of course when you just need to get them out of your hand because you can't even special summon them. Its second effect, which all the behemoths share, is you can flip it face down, which is good because its final effect is if one of your face-up cards is flipped face down, you have no face-up cards, they're all set, you can special summon it in face-up defense position.
Really?
Which is really good because then you can set it again to summon another behemoth that's in your hand, and then set that one, and go into all the behemoths in your hand are set.
So, like, basically different effects to special summon them from the hand. And, like, when it's flip face down, you special from the hand, or when it's, like, flip face up, you special from the ground.
When any face-up card on your side of the field is flip face down, and then you have no face-up cards, you can special summon either behemoth from your hand face-up. And it's not once per name card, so you can literally just summon every Subterror in your hand that's a behemoth, as long as you meet the conditions. So the next one is 3 of Subterror Nemesis Warrior. He's got 3 effects of his own. His first effect is you can tribute him and at least one other monster in your field. Now, because of how Konami worlds things, it cannot be from the hand and it cannot be from their side of the field unless specified. So you have to sacrifice this card and another monster that's currently in your control on your side of the field. So either it and level 7 can get up to a level 9 or so on. So how it works is, because of the timing, you can pretty much during the battle phase, during any point in your turn, so it's really handy when you want to like attack with it and then sack it to get a Subterror from your deck.
And then just keep attacking.
Yeah, so that's the cost, and how it works is when you spend the levels, you pick a Subterror behemoth from your deck that has equal or less than the number of levels you made. So if I get 4 and a 7, I have definitely more than 9, so I get to put the 9 from my deck and I put in the drop zone. Then the behemoth you put from your drop zone, you instantly can special summon on your side of the field.
Wow.
So it's really good for getting them out, especially when you're in your deck. So the next card is 3 fairies.
Yeah, you can just move these to the side if you want to slay them.
When it's normal summoned, you can get a flip summon monster from your deck to your hand, so you just get a behemoth. Now here's the crux of the deck: the 1 Mid-Shield Gardener and the 3 Wandering Memories. So,
there we go.
So how behemoths work is, if you take a face-up card and you set it, even if it's by an effect, you can special summon the behemoth. So the problem with Subterrors is, because how Nemesis Warrior works is, if you don't have a lot of monsters on the field already, you can't use the skill really to get Subterrors behemoths from your deck. But if you set a Wandering Mummery or a Mid-Shield Gardener when it's skill after you normal summon it, you can immediately meet the condition of summoning the behemoths from their hand.
So basically emptying your hand.
Yep. And they have a second effect. Mummy is, when you set it, at that time, you can shuffle all your set position monsters, like change their position, which can stop people from guessing right where your behemoths are, where your Wandering Mummy is. The benefit of that is, the turn after you summon all your behemoths, you could just flip it face up, then set it again, then swap the position of all your behemoths, which is really good for confusing your opponent. Unfortunately, though, when you use it to enable summoning all the behemoths from a hand, you miss timing for Wandering Mummies changing all the positions, because Subterrors, when they're summoned with their effect, are summoned face up in defense position. Mm-hmm. And after Mid-Shield Gardener is pretty much the same. I run 1 because 3 Wandering Mummies is just not enough, and the not being able to nullify a spell that's targeted specifically is kind of okay depending on the situation.
That's an effect I didn't even know it had. Like, I never regarded Mid-Shield Gardener with any kind of
spell. A set card. So the next is these princesses. Their ability is pretty simple. When you flip summon it, you can set a flip monster from your deck, which could be any of the Subterrors, but you can only use prediction princess skills until the end of the turn. So basically the idea is you set it, When it's destroyed, you get a behemoth, and then next turn you can use it. The other card you can get beside the behemoth is the Pot.
Oh, Pot of the Forbidden.
Pot of the Forbidden. Now, it's got two very good skills. One is when you flip summon it, or I should say flip effect, draw 2. Second one, bounce all spells and trap cards, and the other is a really good one. It's destroy all monsters on the field. And, it's got one more. I forgot about it. It's,
I think Forceful Sentry, right?
You look at your opponent's hand, and then you shuffle one of their cards into their deck.
That card should be like perma-banned from the game.
Well, it's a level 9, so it's not easy to get out. One way you can get it out is obviously you get it with Prediction Princess. The other is if you just have a sheer surplus of Subterror and use their skills, you can just tribute summon to set it.
Wow, that's actually pretty good.
So,
and I think you can also if you tribute it from your hand with to summon the Prediction Princess, you can also.
Yep. That brings up the next part. The Prediction Princess ritual spell. I'm a ritual monster. Let me get the spell out quickly. So it's a ritual monster. You have to tribute the cards to meet the condition. So because this Subterror Behemoth is level 9 and this Pot is level 9, you can just with one card immediately have the requirement to get the Prediction Princess out. So what's handy about this Prediction Princess is during either player's turn, you can target one face down monster in the field and change it to face up. So they could just be like, I'm going to attack you. I'm going to flip the level 7 Subterror up and then banish a monster, which can be pretty handy. Or you can just do Pot of Taboos. The other effect is during either player's turn, you can target one face-up card and change it to face-down position. Now, during your turn, what you can do is you can flip one of your Subterrors face-down to get the flip summon it after you somehow summon it face-up in attack mode. And, of course, you can just set one of their cards when they attack you. And the ritual spell is just to get it out.
Yeah.
One genie to help tutor.
Yep.
And to sack for Nemesis Warrior.
Yep. Oh wow.
Then probably the most expensive card in the deck, the Hidden City, a secret rare from Dark Illusion. It's got two really nice effects. One is when it's activated, you put a Subterror, whether it's Nemesis Warrior, Behemoth from your deck to your hand. The other is when Subterror is attacked. Once per turn, you flip that Subterror face up, and you nullify the attack, so you can be like, it attacks you level 7. You flip it face up, you nullify attack, then you banish the other card they would attack you with.
You didn't have Hidden City once when we played.
I know.
So
that's why I run Terramorphic
You had that right there,
yeah, that's why I run Terramorphic Expanse to help search it. Because what's great is you can play multiple Hidden Cities just to get Subterror from deck. So another way to bring back Subterror is 2 cards. The Shallow Grave and Burst Return. So Burst Return's kind of a Call of the Haunted for special summoning a card from your graveyard set, which is great for Subterrors because it's face down. You just have to pay 2,000 life points, and it's not continuous, so you don't have to worry about it staying on the field. The Shallow Grave is both players set a card from their drop zone. So what's great about the level 7 Behemoth is if you keep banishing their cards, they don't have that many useful cards to bring back.
Nice.
So the one text. The first is the Bottomless Trap Hole.
Yep.
Obviously. The second is a new card from Dark Illusion, Return. Basically, it's you banish a card from your hand to special summon one of your banished cards in face down set position. So if a level 7 gets banished somehow, you just set it from the banish zone once again. Mm-hmm. And then the final card, Floodgate Trap Hole.
Yeah.
I love set cards. I love to set my opponent's cards even more. Thank you for that. So, in this deck, because you have so many different levels, there's not very many Xyz you can really use, and I run no tuner, so I can't synchro, and I run no polymerization, so I can't fuse. So
you can just explain like random reasons why you run this stuff.
Zen Mighty, its ability is I can detach one to set a card. That can enable me to potentially summon a Subterror because, correct me if I'm wrong, but this card can target itself, set itself, and then I meet the condition to get all my Subterrors out even when I have like Wind or another level 4 like my Ritual Searcher that can't set itself. So I meet the condition to summon my Subterrors.
Oh, that's interesting, yeah.
And I can technically get it with Mutual Garner, Wandering Mummy, Nemesis Warrior, and Windsylph. So Utopia, just because run Utopia. Also, my level 4 is full-time powerful. Basically, I can swap the battle position of my opponent's monsters, which can be pretty handy.
I think you can also do it to your own as well if you want to, like, artificially flip
No,
it.
I believe it says opponent's monsters.
No,
You can target one. So you can target one defense position monster to the face attack. So you can force your Subterrors after you flip summon it and set itself, you to flip it face up again. So one night skill gainer, you copy a name and skill.
Wait, so you say you make it with like mid shield Gardna and like some other like
Wandering Mamiano and a fairy. If I lock my opponent just down enough. God the Risen, because this will have the most attack points in my whole deck.
Oh my god.
Illuminite, if somehow I manage that.
You don't even draw the card first, so if you have
Yep. So Lucky 7, because I have only 3 level 7s in my deck.
and if you get them all 3 on the field, you can activate that effect.
I roll dice. And lastly, Dyson
Roll dice,
Sphere.
roll.
Dyson Sphere makes a little more sense because I actually have a
Dyson
decent
Sphere.
amount of level 9s in my deck. So if I can make it, I can make it. And the sad part about the level 9 is its skill requires me to have Subterrors in my hand. If I don't want to discard, it's pretty much just a vanilla card. So sometimes I would just want to make it into Dyson Sphere.
You know, I hate to tell you, but I don't think it's level 9, it's level 10.
Oh, okay. Just wait. Yeah, it's 10. Okay.
Does that make you want to trade
At least
Dyson Sphere?
at least the pot of Forbidden is 9.
Yeah, the Pot of the Forbidden. So you can overlay 2 Pot of the Forbidden into number 9 Dyson
Also,
Sphere.
I think the ritual monster is. That's something else. But honestly, an extra deck's just for show because I have no benefit in not having an extra deck, and I have no benefit in actually Xyz summoning because most of my cards either enable me to get my behemoths or search my behemoths or swap the position of my set cards.
But on the off chance that you can get them, it's a kind of stupidly cool.
It's not like 3 Machine of Fortresses going into a lucky number 7.
Oh man. All right. Anyway, thank you so much for showing us a Subterror deck profile, Fadi. Anything else you want to say? Any shout-outs you want to give?
I want new Subterror support in the next set.
Man, if it's any better than that Spiral
It's 3
support,
monsters
man,
at least.
You're gonna be winning the next duel.
So I can, and if it's all Subterror monsters, you can search all of them with the field spell.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for the deck profile. Very much appreciated. Shout outs to Team Dyson Sphere over here and David Wu. So yeah, remember to rate, comment, subscribe. If you like the video, you want to see more content just like this, remember to rate, comment, subscribe. And this has been the Mermail Master with the Team Time Riders YouTube channel, and we're signing out. See you guys next time.